Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're bringing you a gameplay of a game that I have been talking about and pining to play for literally the longest time. Detective City of Angels from Van Ryder Games. And there's two, good reasons why we are covering this. First and foremost, we have a very special guest. Brian from Game Brigade.
Game Brigade.
Game Brigade.
That's me.
Game Brigade. Brian, his name's Brian, and he's from...
Game Brigade.
Game Brigade.
Come on, man.
My lack of effective, my struggling vocal cords, which they can hear whining at them through the camera, has trouble saying Game Brigade.
It's excellent.
So what he's trying to say is his name is Brian from Game Brigade.
The first reason why we are playing this is because you just showed up. Today we're going to be filming for the next few days, and we wanted to start off with something that we just recently got to the table, and we're excited to cover. A game that is literally just a selfish excuse to have fun with a friend for the evening. The second reason why we're here playing this today is because it has been a while since I've been able to break this out and actually get some of these modules to the table. For those of you that are not familiar with Detective City of Angels, it's a bit of a unique detective puzzle that actually requires a lead DM, someone
Chisel,
who is running the game. It's a one versus many in a way, but it requires detectives to be trying to solve a crime, and someone who is... let's say, committed to the role of playing the criminal, the storyteller, the archetype of everything happening. And if I have ever met a man, it is the semi-pro wrestler sitting next to me, a Mr. Mingo himself, West the Mingo Todd.
Yes, I'm very excited to play the Chisel. It is a very interesting one where they'll ask me questions and I get to choose the answers out of this book, and whether or not they are truthful or maybe less than truthful answers is up to me. And it's very exciting to be able to manage that aspect of it.
Now, we are playing Murder on All Hallows Eve. This is one of the core box scenarios. There are other expansions that we're excited to dive into. We may be bringing some of that content out. If you're watching this, please keep in mind, this game was released a long time ago. You don't need to worry about this module. Watch us play this game. It'll convince you to pick up everything. There's so much more content to dive into.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're the one person in your game group who's watching this particular video, just be the Chisel for this scenario.
Exactly.
It'll be the perfect way to actually get it to the table with your game group. The other ones that you can play, we have Blood on the Pier, we have Murder at Sunset, Heist to Nowhere, Bloody Christmas, The Last Embrace. We have El Fantasma. We have The Final Strikeout, which is one I really want to play, and The Black King.
Very exciting.
Okay, Brian.
Yes.
You just learned how to play this. You want to give us a quick overview of what the detective's role is in this, and then we'll ask West about the Chisel?
So basically, as a role of detective, we are going to be somewhere on this board, and there's going to be a crime that occurred. Basically, what's in our detective handbook. And so our job will be to investigate the crime scene, witnesses, potential suspects, by using our actions here on our board. There are several actions we can use, such as move, question, searching a location. We can search the suspect, analyze, which is a way to get money, and
a little bit more
kickback.
scratch in your pocket.
Yeah. So effectively, what we're trying to do is just move around this board, deducting, using our tools here to figure out who did the crime, why did they do the crime, and what do they use to commit the crime.
And we are both getting information and can spy on each other a little bit. We can sleuth around, but we're not really on the same team. You see, our promotion, I assume, or our bonus relies on us being the one to actually solve
I think we're probably part of different police districts, and so
Also very possible.
we're just we work together, but really we don't.
Really don't.
It's like Stades versus the sheriff's office.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the feds, so really I'm the best.
Just swooping in.
Yeah,
Now,
you're
West
the local cop.
Todd, the role of the Chisel is a very special role. I'm going to let you describe it while I adjust the light right behind Brian's head so it's not perpetually silhouetting him with a glow of importance.
He does look a bit angelic.
We need to
think I look good.
We need to remove all of the potential dignified nature of his own self.
It's fair.
So that people are not convinced to follow the link in the bottom of the video description to go over and subscribe to his channel. That would literally be the last thing that I want them to do.
Very true.
Because he is direct competition to me.
Obviously.
And I
clearly
cannot,
the better looking.
I will not have you come onto my channel and advertise yourself. How dare you, Brian from Game Brigade?
Don't know what you're talking about.
He does have a very nice beard, especially the mustached part is quite virile.
Better cut it out. West Todd, go ahead.
So the Chisel's job is to tell the story. So while they're going to be trying to decide who did it with what and what the motive was,
right there?
My job is to guide them through the story process, to tell the story in an effective way, and to give each one information and hopefully keep them from necessarily learning all of the truth, while at the same time I still want them to succeed in the game and have a good time. And technically the way that I would win is if they don't get it, but that's not nearly as much fun as having them try to figure it out, because it's not easy, especially when you're chaotic neutral like me.
I am so selfishly excited to play this game tonight.
Me too.
I don't even care if people are watching, which they are, because it's exciting.
It is fun.
But I don't care. Let's set up the story of this, and then let's introduce the sponsor of today's video.
Oh, I can't wait.
And then let's play this game. This video is brought to you by NordVPN.
I'm sitting here like, really? Do we have a sponsor right now? No. Is this a sponsor spot?
It's that.
Yeah, that's our sponsor for the evening.
We bought our own sponsor.
I love it. This will be a good sponsor.
We self-sponsor our content.
That's right. All right, Murder on All Hallows Eve. Detective briefing. Can anyone tell me why the hell these movie types have to keep getting themselves killed, and on Halloween no less? Don't they know how hard it is to do my job? No respect for the common working man. What? That's what it is. And who the hell is Clark Stewart anyway? Please flip over case file A.
Oh, the first piece of information. Clark freaking Stewart.
He's
lovely.
good
He
man.
is a handsome individual. The victim. Los Angeles Police Department. All right.
Any of you mooks seen this guy in the pictures? Alright, well, moving on to the salient details of the crime. Stewart was found half submerged at the La Barra tar pits, dressed in the nines, some kind of Roman centurion thing. Place the crime scene marker at 10.
Ooh.
He had a single stab wound on his chest, caused by a knife or some other sharp weapon. And, if that wasn't bizarre enough, he had an F carved into his cheek.
Jeez.
Either he was coming from the set of some movie, or he was out trick-or-treating. My money's on the trick-or-treating, but, yeah, we don't truck it here in guesswork at the LAPD Homicide Division. As usual, that's where you boys come in. Stewart had a posh pad out by Silver Lake. That would be number 35 on the board, gentlemen.
Okay.
But you should also roll up on the major studios and see if anyone else can shed some light on the man's whereabouts last night, or his sword and sandal getup. Fox, which is number 11. MGM, which is number 14. Warner Brothers, which is number 28.
I'm not sure they can use the legal names. But let's continue.
Paramount, number 31. That's probably the one we have to worry the least about.
Do they not exist anymore?
No, they still do.
They're great. I love Paramount.
They're fantastic. They have a wonderful service where you pay them money.
Which
and
reminds
they have
me,
lots
our
of videos.
sponsor, Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I actually have Paramount Plus. It's
I
fantastic.
do. I love
They actually have a subscription
Yeah, it's
service?
awesome. I
Very
love
good.
it.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones.
What's it got on it? Nothing?
Everything.
Got all the
Like
Star
what?
Treks, that's for sure.
Yeah, all Star Treks.
It's got the Challenge and TV.
Yep.
Holy cow. Brought to you by Paramount. Paramount
That's what I'm
Plus.
saying, Paramount
Available
Plus.
to you on any internet connection.
You're the worst
No,
one
literally.
is Peacock.
Check it out later, after this video.
Yeah, but Peacock-
Trust me, they'll be more entertaining than us, but not as sophisticated.
Very true. These would all be prudent starting points. Now, get the hell out of here and solve this one like your badge depends on it. The sooner I can get these gossip rags off my back, the better. No respect, I tell you. Hey, no respect.
Now, should we be setting up our own story as well? Are these technically private?
I believe they're all the same.
No,
They're
they're not.
not.
They're not. They're 100% not. Let's set up our own story then.
Okay, well, you're reading Bloody Christmas, though.
Then they are. Then
Okay.
they are. Where is it? Where's the...
Pretty sure.
Where's the murder?
Murder
They're
on
definitely
All
the same.
Hallows
Oh,
Eve.
Okay, then Brian... is this...
We
this is
just
what he
read.
just read.
Yeah.
This is... I was reading another one.
And you thought, like, each individual I mean, that would be really cool.
Each individual
But
detective
no.
has their own story as to what they're
I thought so.
doing.
I thought there was a chance of it. Okay, with that being said, West, please introduce our sponsor.
Today's sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, is Goose Island Brewing. We love you so very much. We would really appreciate it if maybe you would just give us free beer.
You're duck related.
Seriously, this is amazing. This particular one is Bourbon County. This is a special Bourbon County, however. It is the purple one, which would be Isaac's Stout.
There were 4 of them left. They were $26 each.
Yeah.
He's actually not kidding about this.
I literally got one of them.
Normally, these are $13 for just the regular one that we drink. This particular one being twice as expensive means it should be twice as good. That's the way it works,
What is the flavor profile?
So this is notes of dried fruit, honey, brown sugar, and lime zest.
Now, it's fully aged in a bourbon barrel.
Because it's Bourbon County.
With figs, graham crackers, and natural flavors.
I have never tried any of the purple ones in the series. There's multiple different colors. I've never tried a purple one before. I'm ridiculously excited to try it.
Open it up.
I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
Dun, 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 dun.
I must commend you, Jesse, on the Hufflepuff.
Yes.
Oh, it smells amazing.
It's had to be
Does it?
planned.
It does. Nice and thick and dark.
I love a good
beautiful.
stout.
Okay, you guys can share. And then give me the rest.
What if I just didn't leave any for him?
That would be very upsetting.
It'd be very funny, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah.
Are we there? I mean, we have other beers.
Yes,
So
which is great. We're all going to enjoy them. And this is really good. Yep, that'll be perfect. Oh, I can't wait. The end of the bottle is always the best.
Is it?
Oh, no, it's definitely not, but still, it's good.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Oh.
L'Haim.
L'Haim to life.
Mmm.
Oh,
Whoa.
pretty good.
Oh, man, you can taste the graham cracker on that.
Yeah.
I just taste figs.
Figs and graham cracker.
It's actually very, very good.
That is just delicious.
It's got a good flavor profile.
That's fantastic. That's absolutely
Is
fantastic.
it $26 fantastic?
I mean,
Per bottle? No.
probably not, but
Unless I'm a
the
fluid.
fact that it's very hard to get also makes it taste better.
I don't know about that. I think it might be.
It's
very good.
It's very unique.
It's very
Like,
good.
It's
There is no part of this drink that I am disliking. Usually there's an element that I'm not sold on.
That's fair.
There is no part of this. If you don't like it too thick, this is just right. Mm-hmm. Got amazing flavor the whole way through.
Does have amazing
No
flavor.
bad aftertaste.
Yep.
It's not ever burbling me.
It's very good. It is incredibly good. It's just sweet enough while still having that like really nice thick stout edge.
We'll let it warm up a little bit and see where it lands as well.
I love it.
Oh man.
all right.
And I apologize for my voice being nearly gone.
This is actually way better than it's been.
I last week happened to decide that it was a good idea to try to get goldfish to listen to me. It resulted in me overcommitting to screaming at them in a pond up until the point, and I quote, I said, "Hey you!" and my voice cracked and didn't come back for about 3 days.
The problem is that nobody told Jesse goldfish have a 10-second memory. So that's part
I'm
of
just
it.
saying, sometimes a joke is worth the commitment. Other times it results in you being unable to film videos for about 4 days straight, and
Hey Wes, are we starting
Don't-
at 9?
don't scream at goldfish, is what I was trying to tell you. Let's play this game.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So we need to pick our locations of where we're going to be starting as detectives.
So as detectives, you can start anywhere you'd like on the board as long as it is a police headquarters.
You wanna go
Blue
first?
Spots on the board.
I'm going to go right here.
Great.
Okay.
Starting off in
And
Hollywood.
I believe you can just start taking your actions, right?
I think you should be placed too, right?
You want me to place?
Yeah, you should put yours
So
down.
I was definitely going down here at Welshire.
Well, that's a good idea because the freaking
Yeah, most of them are over there.
yeah.
But hey, you can start anywhere you want.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put myself over here. All right,
That's
so
a great
I'm going to move 4 times.
Right. Just to get to the first place where I'm going to question. It's going to be so good. All right, so who's starting? Are we letting our guest start first?
Oh, yeah, for
Brian's
sure
starting.
Brian's starting first.
All right,
it gives
good.
me more information and lets him fumble along the
Good
answers.
plan. Good plan.
So I'm
By the
gonna-
way, you are on camera, so make sure you vocalize. I know you don't do that on your channel, but it'd be great if you...
I've got the mic.
Subtle glare. I felt that one.
I felt it from over here.
We're gonna go to 28.
Okay.
Warner Bros.
Great.
Moving
It's a
over.
good move.
And I'm going to search this location.
You're going to search number 28?
Now, let's see who's here.
All right, well, let's find out here.
I can't snoop on his search, can I?
No, you cannot snoop on a
Only
search.
snoop when they're talking.
All right, here, sir, is what you found at place number 28.
Oh, please tell me it's a load of nothing.
Just so that you know, he's not allowed to read this card out loud, so this would be the point where normally we would have some fun reading something out loud, but because Jesse is not allowed to know this information, unfortunately we can't give it out yet. But...
I'm happy to close my ears, though.
So we're going to flip F.
Okay.
And we're going to place Taylor Standy at 28.
And that is the young lady, correct?
Yeah.
So Miss Taylor is
Ramona Taylor.
Out here.
Prop master. Given her looks and charm, she'd be better suited in front of the camera than behind it.
And I am free to ask her one question for free, which doesn't require an action.
Nice.
I'm going to reread this one more time.
Okay. So when it says he can ask a question, that means that he can literally ask her one question about any of the information that's currently known.
And this is an archive.
Good thing we have a good depth of information.
We know so much information, yep.
West might have handed that card over because it was the best way to keep him from getting other information that might be available.
Okay. So I'm going to go and use my free action asking Taylor about our victim.
All right, so you're asking Taylor about Clark Stewart.
Now I'm placing down one of two tokens to indicate whether or not I want to pay money to bribe a snitch and find out this information, or if I'm going to pass, hold on to my scratch, and allow him to walk forward in the game with a bit more info. Now, the interesting thing here, while West is studying what his answers could be, West can hand over a card that has some of the truth, all of the truth, none of the truth. They all might come off as convincing, but if you think West is lying, you can challenge the flip out of him.
Yep.
If you fail, he's actually going to get an advantage on you for later on in the game. If you succeed, you'll get an advantage upon Ramona Taylor herself because you caught her in a big, fat lie.
That's correct. And remember, sometimes the truth is the least helpful answer.
Oh. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Jesse, are you going? You place one of your things down?
You have to fully resolve your game of it, and then I will reveal mine. I have placed one down though.
Yeah, at the beginning of this,
I don't get to see the in between.
Correct.
I get to see the final thing if I pay.
If you pay, and it costs 3 scratch.
So this is a hard one for me.
Yep.
I feel like Taylor is being a little honest.
I mean...
But I also got chaotic neutral guiding my gameplay here.
She is a great actress. That's all I'm going to say. She's a fantastic actress. At home in front of the camera.
So I am going to not challenge...
I am going to pay my scratch.
Very nice.
Would you please read her answer out loud? Because I get to know now.
I saw Clark at Dorothy's party, 26. But he left early. I don't know anything else, Detective. I'm sorry.
So there
it's hard because we got a location out of it.
Yep.
But not a lot else. So could have challenged it, maybe see if she had more to tell, but not sure if it was worth it at this point.
And they might send you on a wild goose chase in the wrong direction.
Yep.
Very possible.
Because criminals, believe it or not, and I actually just learned this, criminals don't always tell the truth.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that once you started the whole process,
that they would just start telling you the truth. I mean, if you ask someone a question, why would they lie to you?
I don't understand.
It's very unfortunate.
All right.
So I still have 2 actions
You
left.
still do have 2 actions, yep.
And I'm all out of scratch.
So now, any answers that you get, he can't find out.
I really want to just scratch by my ear and kick my leg like a dog. But
And it's hard to know because there's not a lot I can ask her. There's nothing available for me.
It's true.
So I have to either search her. I don't know if I have a warrantable action to do that. It might be a little off. Or I can move. I don't really know if I should search her. So I'm going to move to 17.
What are warrants in LA?
At this time...
And this is really back in the 40s anyway.
Everything went. I'm going to move and move. So I'm going to move to 17 and then 10.
Now explain why you have to do that.
So there are these regions of LA that are kind of bordered by these sections. And so to move from one part of the city to another, you have to go to these breakpoints. It's kind of like a border between each section. So 17 was one. And really, I could have gone to 8 as well. It doesn't really matter. But you have to go to a border location before you can move to the next section.
Yeah.
Okay. On to me.
Yes, sir.
It is on to you.
All right. Stick my cubes up in the proper location. I'm going to start with a move, moving out of my district into number 10 here. Hello, big boy.
Welcome.
Ooh.
I'm going
See, you're
to...
always showing up late. Like always.
What's your character's name?
Dick Jones.
You're Dick Jones.
Dick Jones. Dick, the private Dick. Detective.
I never come up short.
You are a little long-winded. It's a good thing you give all the tips, but just the tips.
Just the tip. Have a hard time coming up with a name there, sir?
I got Moby, and then I was trying to figure out
You can't take my dick.
Your private Moby Dick.
Yeah.
So I am...
How about Mike Hawk?
No, I'm Moby Locker.
All right.
Moby Locker?
Yeah, you're Dick Jones.
Moby Locker.
I'm Moby Locker.
All right, Moby.
Davy Jones's locker. I got it. Yep. That was good.
I figured it wasn't as funny as that.
No.
Not as fun.
I'm searching this location.
Searching number 10?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, here you go, sir. That's the information that you've now learned about space number 10.
Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
And so he put it back into the deck, which means it's something I could search for as well.
You definitely could.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm going to analyze, which is going to get me 1 scratch.
Extra money. That way he'll be able to start bribing people as necessary.
And then I would like to go
One
ahead
more action
and
left.
move
Interesting.
to
any place on the board.
I got 2 really good options here.
You do.
I think based off that, this is the right call. I'm going to move to Fox Studios.
Fox Studios it is. All right, and now we'll move the day down.
We only have 8 days left.
They have successfully found out no information of value.
Well, I showed up first to the crime scene location, but unfortunately, Moby Locker,
You're always sticking yourself in it, aren't you, Dick?
he came up and he beat me to it. So I'm going to go and search this location, see if I can find anything in the muck, in the rubble here of La Brea.
Please go ahead and read that out loud.
If there was anything else to this crime scene, it's sunk below the surface of the tar, and it's out of your reach. Just like I said, in the muck and tar of La Brea, there ain't nothing here for us to find.
I'm really glad he searched there, though, because I
also
felt
am.
like an idiot.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's
Well,
why I was like, I'm moving here based off that information.
Oh,
ploy.
definitely. I thought it was brilliant.
Well, there was obviously nothing for me to gain there, so now I need to think I'm going to go somewhere else.
Well, no, search it again.
You definitely learned information there. You learned that there was nothing there.
So, shoot, man. I'm going to go ahead and move, and we're going to take a spot over at MGM Studios.
MGM.
At 14.
14.
And we're going to see what's going on, and I'm going to search the location of MGM.
All right.
Hey, Jones. Your sitcom got canceled 35 years ago.
listen here,
Your
Moby.
sitcom got canceled 35 years ago.
We got, ooh.
So, while he does that, there is a person that shows up at this particular location, and we will be flipping over a card here very shortly.
Oh, he looks very cool.
We're going to flip H and place Dorothy's standee at 14.
Dorothy Holmes. All business, no fluff. Has a movie director, and it's irritated by any interruption.
So I get to ask her one free question. I'm lucky that I don't have to spend actions on these questions.
I would say that you need to make sure you ask very quick, smart questions because she is a lady of very little free time.
And her name is what? Dorothy?
Dorothy.
So this is whose party was being thrown.
So,
Whoops. If I know how to spell.
Do you have
A.
a question to ask me yet? I am very busy.
Throw her an A. H to A.
I really don't have all this extra time to be sitting here asking you or answering all these dumb questions for you police. You haven't figured out any information that has done anything to talk about our star who's missing. Do your job.
Missing, he's dead, man.
Dead, missing, same thing. He's not on my set. He's missing from my set.
Yeah, he was in a Roman gladiatorial outfit. I thought he looked very suave.
Without feet?
So I'm going to go and use a... I lost my hat. I'm going to use a hat.
Oh, he's calling you a liar. Call her a liar.
You're a liar! I know you know more. And I need to know.
Oh.
You got no time for this.
Sir, I told you. I have no time whatsoever to deal with your nonsense. I gave you the correct information. Therefore, now...
I'm stressing out.
You are stressing out. When we have 3 stress markers flipped over to that red side, we will move the day forward and we will lose time.
Yes, Detective Clark, that was at my Halloween party that night.
He did pay, yes.
But so was everyone who is anyone. You might as well question the entirety of Hollywood.
Sometimes the information that is correct is less than helpful. Seems like a very smart person said that once. Not really sure who. So far, I feel like I've done a fabulous job.
I just wrote down the word nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I should have stayed up in my Hollywood. What am I doing down here on the west side?
I'm not sure.
All right, you done?
So I've got one more action.
Right, do something with it.
Something of consequence.
Listen, guys.
Yeah, instead of ruining the game for us.
I mean, you're just moving around doing nothing
man.
here.
I thought you knew how to play this.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You showed up, you said, I want to do this one thing with you.
I'm going to move...
Yeah.
Up to 17.
17.
I was crossing the bridge again. It's the 4th time this.
I regret my decision coming down here immediately.
All right.
I knew I picked Hollywood for a reason.
I would like to go ahead and search location Fox Studios.
Which is 11?
11.
Okay. Here you go. And let me know if there's anything special that we're supposed to do there. So on these cards, sometimes there's information that you actually get to keep something, or you get to take a look at one of the evidence cards at the top. Sometimes you actually get to keep the evidence card that's at the top. Other times it will tell you where something else is going on the board, and that will give you some additional insider information. There are also times where it gives you nothing.
Okay.
So.
Oh, man. So I am going to move to 8.
Okay.
I'm going to move to 26.
Okay.
And I am going to search this location.
All right. Searching 26.
You're a little soft at the moment, aren't you, Dick?
You're going right where I want to go. You're one step ahead of me.
He's always one step ahead.
He's always like 2 inches just in front of me.
That's that's what happens when you're Moby.
Sammy
Moby
Holmes.
Locker.
Respectful and helpful, almost overly so. Cooperation may as well be his middle name. I can ask him one free question.
Oop, there we go.
So,
what would you like to ask Mr. Holmes?
Oh, I would like to ask Mr. Holmes about F. I'd like to ask the boy about the prop master.
About Miss Taylor?
B about F, yep.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Well, I suppose
Sleeping or not.
Give you some good
I have
information.
No idea what I'm doing here.
Are you going to... You have to decide whether or not you're going to pass as far as
I've got
getting
my
someone
thing.
to snitch. You have to put it in the top corner.
Oh, up here.
Yep, up there. That's where it goes. So you can either decide to pass or you can decide to bribe, but bribe is going to cost you $3. But you will get the information that Jesse is about to receive. Whether it be true information or not, Jesse is about to receive something. It could be useful. It could not. Who knows? You know, sometimes people have interesting information to give. But what I will tell you is that beer has gotten better every sip.
It has gotten better with age.
Oh my gosh. It's really good.
Listen, Holmes.
Uh-huh.
I really need your help here. I'm at the end of my line, and the guy after me that's coming, he's a real dick. And I don't mean that just in a figurative sense. Like, check his forehead out when he arrives. I don't want you dealing with him. I'd like to keep this between us. So, I think you've told me everything you know, but I want you to reach deep inside your pockets, and I want you to see if you can think of anything else.
Anything else?
Anything else.
I mean, I feel like I've been more than truthful with you here.
I think you have. It was a long night. Sometimes things in the evening get lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean...
Sometimes not all... You know,
I could maybe...
whatever you have as a help.
I could...
Color outfits.
I could maybe...
Shoes he was wearing.
Tell you I already gave you all the information you're going to get.
Yeah.
Now, did you snitch?
I'm not no snitch.
Oh, man. There it is.
But it would have been helpful.
Can I have that card back?
You didn't actually look at it?
I thought it was a lie.
Okay.
I wasn't reading it right.
Let me make sure I've got the right one. That I pulled it out. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I have the right one. I'm just double checking.
I'm pretty sure I know what it says.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We're good.
So, you're done right with your actions? Yeah. So I feel like you got nothing really good there. Ain't nothing good that ever comes.
Jesse is also really good at deception, so he may have been doing that all just for your benefit.
I'm going to go where the people go, and I'm going to move to 35.
35.
And we're going to search 35.
Searching 35. Let's see. Interesting. All right.
You're a long way away from home, Dick.
Ooh.
Now, in this particular situation, he's going to get access to special information.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to take evidence out of the evidence locker, and he's going to put that card there in the space where the evidence came from, and put one of his tokens on top of it, showing that he has control over that information.
That is
now
very exciting.
Jesse can go to the same spot that he is, and then pay him $2. And look at what's on that card.
Whatever he's carrying, right? Mm-hmm. You'd be like, show me your pockets.
That's right.
No, Dick, not that pocket.
Not what's in that pocket. You should really see a seamstress.
Go ahead and archive that.
All right. Archived it is.
Wow. This piece of evidence is probably the most important piece of evidence.
Juicy, isn't it?
Very juicy.
It's one cowboy mustache. And remember, he was wearing a gladiator costume, which doesn't make sense.
So true.
The stars don't align here.
So true.
What was he? A cowboy? A ranger? An astronaut?
I mean, who's to say that Roman gladiator didn't want to be a cowboy at heart?
Okay.
It's true.
I mean, everybody in a legion wants to actually ride on the horse.
So I learned a lot.
Right?
That's bad for the horse if everyone rides on it.
That's very true. A legion, it would be hard for a horse to carry
worst day for a horse.
Legion.
I'm going to go ahead and move to 26 as well. And I'm going to question the suspect.
All the way back.
Okay.
And I'm going to question the suspect about...
Talk to him about his next.
Okay, so you're going to ask...
and I'm going to find something out here that's
important. So you're
going
to ask him about that special information that you just received.
Yeah, and Jesse's broke.
Whoa.
Wouldn't be nice if I had some cash on me at the moment.
Sure would be nice. Maybe if someone had actually used their information.
If only this department would pay me fair. I've been waiting for my stipend for the last detective case for 7 years.
You're going to accept your 45 cents an hour and be happy with it.
I never get good tips either.
I forgot.
Chief says I can keep anything I find in their pockets, but it's frowned upon.
Not me.
No, but Jesse, when he did his...
Oh, it's a running counter?
Global counter.
Dude, we're
One
done.
more and we're pushing the day forward one.
Done.
Oh, it's his turn. Did you do the day forward?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I've already got this case solved.
You do.
At this point, I'm just kind of biding time.
That's right. Just letting it go.
This was a waste.
In the sense that if
Are you sure?
Waste my time, Dick?
Listen here.
I'll bite you.
Oh, be careful.
Dorothy's son.
Be careful. Are you sure you're going to do that?
It seems like there's not a lot left to tell, but
Brian,
I'm reaching deep.
have I ever
Yes.
done anything to you that would give you cause and
Yes.
pause to not believe
Yeah,
what I
that orange shirt is actually pretty offensive.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah.
The orange shirt's
Combined
beautiful.
with like the whole lack of hair.
But do you see my sunglasses?
I do see your sunglasses.
They match the shirt.
Hey, leave a comment down below if you've made it this far, and one, you think West's hair actually looks nice, not pompadade.
No.
I actually think it looks really good. I gave Mac props. I was like, it looks good.
From the moment
Kind.
the first 7 times West visited, he never even showed up to my house without it pompadade.
That's true.
Now he's comfortable enough to expose his real self to me, and I actually really like your long hair without it pompadade.
This is what happens, is now he forced me to go on camera without my hair done.
And without your beard dyed.
And without a shirt.
Oh wait, was that private?
No.
Oh.
I think we talked about it before.
Yeah, constantly, because it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Okay. Well, gentlemen,
You need to girth it out.
very
I
much
just
appreciate
shaved it down.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was puffy. It was out there.
This is actually your third stress marker, gentlemen.
I said it seemed like he was telling me everything.
I told you, Brian, I never lie. Okay? I never lie. Now, my suspects, they might lie, but I never lie to you.
So we lost some time.
Never
Flip
lie
those
to
all
you.
back over, right?
Yeah.
Can that only happen once, or can it happen?
Oh, it can happen a whole bunch of times.
All right, well, I'm done, sir.
Yep.
That's your turn. Then we'll drop it again.
Man.
Not the showing we want.
All right, I'm going to search the suspect.
Yeah?
Searching the boy. I'm frisking him.
You're frisking him.
Yep.
What did he ever do to you? He might actually really like it, though. Okay.
Searching the subject. That's
Searching Sammy Holmes, right?
Listen, Sammy, I think you've been honest with me, but I've had just about enough. And you're claiming you don't know anything.
I mean, everybody has a little something on them from time to time. So here's an interesting part. You can go ahead and read that technically if you want, because you have to look at his information to do it.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Sammy is fully cooperative. I'm more than happy to help you find whoever did this to your clock, detective. You find a bottle of pills in his pocket. May I have those back, detective? Those are kind of important. You give him back the pills, but not before carefully reading the label. Look at mystery card. I. 1.
I.
1.
Oh, wait.
There's
never
no
mind.
way.
Just kidding.
There's
My
no
bad.
way.
You probably weren't supposed to read that out loud. Ha ha!
Now you have to give me bonus info. Woo! You son of a gun,
All right.
Westcott. He tricked me. He taunted me.
Are we going to collaborate here?
He full-on taunted me.
Are we going to share information? Damn.
Oh, man. That was maybe a little slip up on my part. That's okay. If that's the only mistake I make today, I feel like I'm doing okay.
Now I'm really jealous.
Yeah, some good information coming in on them secret cards. This particular one has these special secret cards, which some of the other ones do not. So that was why I was confused. But that's pretty cool.
Do I get to keep this or no?
You get to look at it.
I give it back to him, right?
You give it back to him, yeah.
So I
Because
could search him.
You could. You could search him, yes.
I might do it.
That would be the easiest way to make us not unbalanced because of West's actions. But
need to search it?
it's still my turn.
Yes.
Do I want to do anything else here, or do I want to start the move?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
I'm out.
All right, I'm moving to here, to 38, and then I'm moving down to 98.
Whoa. What
that's
did you
really
learn? Okay,
Really?
that shocks me.
I would like to search this location.
All right. Searching 98.
No.
That is
Did you learn?
so far away. It's so far away.
There's stories yet untold in the foothills of these mountains. L.A. has yet to be blossomed into the high-life, cocaine-dribbling, homeless sector that you now know it as. No, back in the day, it was just vagabonds and beautiful women. And also, this. Oh, okay.
Oh, he got lots of information on that one. That's a good card. It's a very good card. Now, One of the things that you're going to have to think about, Brian, is how to catch up at this point, because I feel like Jesse is just fireboating way ahead of where you are.
I keep this. Okay,
That's
this
correct.
is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm lost already. I need to...
This card is actually archived. You can still go there and check it, but, you know.
That was your final action, Jesse?
Hey, I'm
That
just
was
gonna
his
let
fourth
I'm just gonna let you know, out of my own good graces,
Yeah.
don't chase me.
I'm not chasing you.
Don't trust me. If you did chase me right now, West would be getting an advantage, and you'd be very pissed off.
I wasn't going to chase you.
I'm just saying, you probably should
We're
look
going
up
to
some
move
information.
up here to 28.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're not going to go after Jesse?
No, I'm going to chase down Taylor, and I'm going to frisk her.
You're going to frisk
I
Taylor.
want to, yeah. I need to figure out where other secret cards are. So I'm going to search the suspect.
You saw me frisk the boy, and you're like,
Yeah.
the woman who should be on stage, the props director. No, there's info there.
There's info there.
There's so much information being handed out, and none of us know it.
That's why you shouldn't lie to people like that and tell them not to go follow you.
Ooh. Okay, so I
there's
take this.
Great information.
This is also archived.
You
Yep.
take that?
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, he should not have followed me.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't going to follow you because I feel like, oh, shoot.
You have so much great stuff,
Thank you.
man.
Ooh.
It's a pair of whitey tidies, isn't it?
Did they have those back
I
then?
will give you a clue.
I feel like they all wore boxers back
You
then.
have this.
I do.
You have that. You own it. Okay.
Is it a Kippa?
It's a tea kettle? Did you
No.
ask, is it a kippa? Yeah, is it a yarmulke?
You do own one. And we looked at it today.
Oh.
It's the bidet video.
You're talking the,
Not talking nothing else. I'm done talking.
what's the one thing we looked at together?
We looked at a lot of stuff today.
The sores?
So many board games.
Sores? Sores? All right.
You know, they make pills.
Cut the video. All right. What do I do now, though? All right. Send me down to 8.
I told you that in confidence.
And send me down to this woman. Wherever she is. I don't remember where she's
14.
at.
So for the record, I'm pretty sure that Jesse moved the wrong piece. You should probably trade locations.
It doesn't matter. When did I become yellow?
Yeah.
All right, so are you doing anything there?
I can't. That was my actions.
Oh, that's bad for you.
Yeah.
All right, 4 days left, gentlemen. 4 days left. Because isn't
I've
that...
already. No. I'm the first player.
Oh,
yeah,
you
Yours
already
on.
moved
good,
that.
yours
good,
on.
good,
Fine.
I've already been moving it.
All right.
I was excited about that.
I am moving up to 38.
Okay.
I'm moving across to Sammy's location.
Okay.
And
You're giving him his bribe.
when at Sammy's location, discard this card to publicly reveal D. Then flip mystery card 3 and read it out loud. You may ask Victoria one free question.
So there was no way I was going to find this person. Whoa.
Victoria. Oh my gosh. Split personality.
I was like, what? Why is he looking so pissed?
When Victoria is first revealed, publicly reveal mystery card 3. Triggered by the use of the word majesty. Speaks with a mediocre English accent and makes liberal use of the royal we.
I love it.
Our boy Sammy's got some other personalities going on.
Gameplay clarifications, gentlemen. Sammy has a split personality.
Oh.
You may ask each personality questions about the other. Searching each personality, even though they are technically the same person, may provide different
Wow.
results.
Shit.
When making a guess, consider each personality as the same person. For example, if Victoria is the guilty suspect, then guessing Sammy instead would also be considered correct. So if you say Sammy did it, it would also be the same as saying Victoria
now,
did
it seems like from a gameplay mechanic side,
Yeah.
this would be the cool thing that'd be fun to play with,
Yeah.
but also would be the diversion to the players.
Oh, yeah.
To be like, it's not
interesting.
really, like, pay attention to the crazy guy.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And let's not call him crazy. He's just
on.
different.
All right, the different guy.
And
If he murdered them, he's crazy. If he didn't,
Yeah.
he's different.
Yeah, and he's triggered by the word majesty, which I could see someone in a royal Roman garb saying it.
Marriage!
What movie is that from?
Fievel Goes West.
No, definitely not.
The Princess Bride, come on.
Yeah, how do you not know that? You're a baby.
Who?
You. That is if you're over 35, you know that movie.
But I'm not.
I know, that's why you're a baby.
I'm 30.
Yeah.
Here, you should drink
You're
out
too
of
young.
this cup because there's poison in it.
You're too young.
I know that.
You never go to war.
So
Land battle in Asia.
I stand by my statement. If he did not murder the victim, definitely just
But what if she murdered the victim?
if he or she did not murder the victim, definitely not a problem. Like a little, like
Sure.
different.
You're thinking this is a red herring.
100% crazy if they did murder the victim.
Do you have any more actions left, or was that the last one?
I know I have an action left. I'm stressed out about this though.
Yeah.
That actually was not an action.
Nope, that was free.
So you
still have two left.
did move.
I get to ask Victoria a free question though. I would like to ask Victoria about the victim.
All right, so you're asking Victoria, which is D, about A. All right, let's see here. I feel like that's a lot of...
What if there's a third personality on C?
I know.
That's what I'm stressed out about.
I think it's the mom. She is also split personality, and it's a hereditary trait. Where's her card up there?
Whose?
This girl. Oh, Dorothy. She's H. That's right. I have it written down here.
This game's so cool.
Envision this with a beautiful royal accent. Slightly poorly done. It's really thematic if you can envision it with the
Very pompous.
poorly instituted.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I have to do my thing. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
When do I do
Why
this?
would you assume that that is not the correct answer?
Well, I have an answer.
Why would you not assume that that's the correct answer? That was a glorious answer with a beautiful... You don't appreciate my information.
Yes!
All right.
Yes! Finally, we got one.
You really... That was such
He's
a
been
great
telling the
answer.
truth this whole time.
Do I
Such
flip
a
this
great
now?
answer.
Not
Not yet.
Okay, when do I flip it? After you read the new one? Okay.
That was such a good answer. Fine. I'll give you the right answer. But you have to agree that was a good answer.
You might as well just read it out loud.
It was a good answer.
Yeah.
The costume
Go ahead
ball
and flip yours
began...
over and give me 3 if you actually...
Right, that's the thing. You might as well just read it out loud.
The costume ball began so wonderfully. We retired with the master steward to the secluded room, then it all went black and horrid. We were standing over our sweet clerk with a blade, and he was stained in scarlet, and his eyes were empty. Victoria begins to sob. Tell us truly, was it just a nightmare?
What?
What if this whole thing was just like a murder mystery dinner theater thing?
Yeah.
And like he didn't really die and the coroner's in on it. That
going
would be
deep.
really funny.
That's
That'd be
number J.
funny. That's Jay. That's right. It's the coroner. He's the one who really did it.
Who did he say he was with there? If you could elucidate for me.
The costume ball began so wonderfully, retired with Master Stewart to the secluded room. Then all went black and horrid. We were standing over the sweet clerk with a blade, and he was stained in scarlet, and his eyes were empty. Clark's our guy, right?
Yeah, but is Master Stewart? Who's Stewart?
Is it Stuart Clark?
Is it Stuart Clark?
Yeah, that's the person who died.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same person.
So just using both front and last name
Yeah.
in phrase. That confusing for no reason. Clark, yes.
So this is a very damning piece of evidence.
You think so?
I think it's saying... Wait, hold on. Let me read it one more time, if you don't mind, or is that too many times?
I mean, you can read it as many times as you want.
Tell me what you're finding out, though.
Well, it says, we retired with Master Stewart to the secluded room. So that means he had to be alive if they went together. Then it all went black, whatever that means. Then we were standing over him with a blade, and he was stained in scarlet. So to me, it's like an admission of guilt here.
But to me, it's like a flash, right? It's like if you have split personalities, you might not be the one that's actually responsible for it.
You are definitely responsible, but you might have to go through. Well, let's not get into the actual legalities here. We just want to solve the crime.
Right.
But the flash of black, I could see Mr. Clark here said something like, "All right, Your Majesty," whatever, and then flash of black.
That's
she
true.
flips to Victoria.
Yeah.
Who then stabs him. That's kind of.
But don't forget,
I'm talking to Victoria.
You are talking to Victoria. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because Victoria's... well, you're right.
I would like to search Victoria.
That's a very smart move. Can your turn be over so I can catch up? And stop getting these secret cards?
No, this was a good turn. You've got some cool stuff underneath your belt, so don't, so you start judging me.
Nothing like this.
Oh!
Yeah, I knew another secret card.
I love these.
Can I bribe?
No. You can get to the same space he's in, however, and pay him $2. And then that way you end up getting the opportunity to look at one of the things that he knows, that has knowledge on.
I feel like I'm jumping around too much.
Yeah, chase me down, you sleuth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I jumped around too much.
I've been jumping quite a bit, too.
I made a mistake.
I'm going to go to...
You still have actions?
Here, yep. That's my last action.
Where are you going? All right, we're down to 4 days remaining.
Ooh.
So I don't think I'm in the right spot now. All the new things have occurred, but I'm still going to search my suspect.
Level me up, West Todd. I need to remember what this is the classic.
Yes.
This is the Bourbon County Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout from Goose Island, our sponsor of this video. They did, in fact, provide this liquor to us. They said specifically, please buy it from your local store and play a game while drinking it. Yeah. We have had no communication with Goose Island ever, period. I would like to reiterate, we have no relationship with them, although we would love one.
We would love one. Please, Goose Island, reach out to us. We really love your beer. It's amazing. And it only is brewed once a year. It's really unfortunate.
Oh, party foul.
Oh.
That's fine. That was your fault. I think. Was it actually my fault?
You're the one who carried the beer over.
I don't think so.
It's on camera.
Is that the only party foul?
Evan, go back and see when that dot shows up on the top camera.
So I'm searching the suspect, Dorothy. I don't think this is worth it. I feel like I'm very far behind.
What?
Oh, West. Take a sip of this. Let's have an honest conversation about the difference between those two beers.
It's massive.
I think the first one's better.
The first one is better.
Yeah.
Remarkably so.
Yeah, wow. And I love this.
Wes, this is a problem.
This is a huge problem.
Because the first one was great.
The first one was really, really great.
Like, compared to this now,
this is still
$14 to $25.
This is still really good.
The other one was worth the money.
The other one was worth the money. That's really upsetting.
Because they only have like 3 left. And I might not be buying them.
That's if you can get there first. I wake up before you do.
I should say, Jesse, when he picked me up today, the first thing he asked me was if I liked stout. And it was these.
Did you get these at Heine's?
Do you like these?
Yeah, they're very impressive.
No, I went to a different liquor store.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah. I had to find a whole other place, man.
It's unfortunate.
So, definitely don't go to Heine's tomorrow morning to see.
I'm 100% going to Heine's.
No, they're not there.
Can you search her for me?
Who? We're playing
Dorothy.
a game again, aren't we?
Dorothy.
Oh my gosh, I have loved these, and now my heart is twisted in the direction of the dates.
Upsetting.
You like this though?
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very good.
It's very good.
Both of them are amazing.
Yeah, but it's not the
The
other
first
it's
one
not
was
as good as
the
the
first
first
one was
one.
very good.
Dang it. Oh, that's very unfortunate.
This is your number 3 favorite of all time, too.
Number 2 favorite.
Does that mean that this is now not your number 2
It's number
favorite? of all
three.
It's now
time?
my number 3 favorite.
But the company is the umbrella.
The company is the umbrella, yes. The
Goose
company
Island
is
is your
amazing.
number 2 of all time.
Is my number 2 of all time.
And your number 1 was wrong. So please continue playing the game. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you.
No, he was searching her.
He's doing what?
Searching Dorothy.
Who? Why are you searching Dorothy?
Because I feel like I made a mistake, and I'm just trying to catch up and do anything I can.
Really?
Yeah, I'm flinging, looking for anything that I can do.
I mean, I guess.
I'm gonna get these worthless cards.
I mean, I think this one's actually probably worth it. It's probably one of the few that's actually worth it.
All right, I'm going to take C.
Go ahead. You can take C. Just, Jesse, make sure you don't look at C. It's very important. You not
look at C a little bit?
Nope, not even a little.
You have so much evidence, my man.
Oh.
This is not cool.
Oh, interesting.
If I go to him, how much? I have to pay $2 a piece to look at his guts?
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo! I got it.
Make sure...
You think you have it solved?
Yeah.
You gonna guess next turn?
No.
So make sure that when
Don't have a motive yet.
when you reference C, you reference it specifically as C and nothing else.
I'm going to question H, right? That's her tag, Dorothy.
Okay.
On C.
You know, what's interesting is
Alright.
I've been to a lot of places that you have yet to be to.
Yeah.
So I have information you don't have as well.
Yeah, you've got a lot. I feel like what your information is better, but yours is also kind of like a runaround.
But I don't know how it happened.
You searched him.
Or
and
who.
You found pills.
I'm not sure how it happened. I think you have part of it solved. I might be closer to the other half of it, though.
I don't have a motive. You might have the motive.
I might be closer to a motive.
I've got who did it and with what and why and how.
Really?
Yeah.
You tell me Dorothy did it?
No. Don't know yet that part.
As I told you before, I have little time for your fun and games, police officer, sir. Please take this information and go.
If you don't got no time, why'd I find you on the same street, parked in the same corner, waiting for me to show back up here?
I've asked you multiple times.
What
to
are
be
you
done.
doing?
Are you gonna?
You're
doing.
He doesn't
passing.
have any
He's
money.
passing.
He is not respecting your authority.
Listen, I've told you once.
I get it.
Respect
Yeah.
I've told you twice.
authority.
Yeah, but are you gonna? This
The
is-
information that I've given you is always true.
Oh,
Flip over one of those stress markers, please.
yeah, you gotta stop doing that.
That's stressing me out. That answer is stressing me out.
You gotta stop doing that. You got anything good from that or no? Nothing.
Yeah.
at all?
Can I see the person, our personality person? Can you hand me the first version?
What is it?
Yeah, I want to just look at his card.
No, I'm gonna look at this card too.
Sammy Holmes, Dorothy's son.
Oh yeah, good information there. Glad we both looked at
Cooperative.
that.
He's always
So
cooperative.
Always
I feel-
cooperative. Just like his mother.
Okay.
Just letting you know. She's always going to tell the truth.
Oh man. Okay.
You good?
Yeah. No.
Is that your turn?
It's still his
No.
turn, yeah. He's got two more
Okay, I'm gonna
cubes
move.
to use.
I gotta move up
Okay.
and move up to 26. Gotta get over to Victoria.
So
Getting
1,
to
2,
Victoria.
or here.
No, 17 to 26, or 8 to 26.
That was both your moves.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, I moving to 54.
Okay.
I would like to search this location.
Searching 54. Let's see here. Is there anything fun at 54?
How did you be able to bribe twice?
I got money back.
Twice?
Again, Jesse gets all the interesting secret
Yeah, you
number
get all the
cards.
green ones. I'm getting all the top ones.
He gets all the other cards. It's a very unique way this game is playing out. They're on two completely separate paths, which is very interesting. It just goes to show you how much information is actually in the game that you can find out.
So my fear is being able to find out the motive now that Jesse has acquiesced and taken so many things. So I'm going to have to use some detective work and see what I can find out. And hopefully
Well, I
not
think you're
stress out.
supposed to have been doing detective work since the beginning of the game.
You know,
Maybe
we do things a little differently in
private
this
dick.
branch. You know,
Just saying.
you know, I had to stop by the donut shop a few times. You know, we're still working this out.
That's right. You know, I wonder how the donuts tasted back in the 40s. Like, were they
Glorious.
super good?
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like you could have used amazing animal fats back then that you
Are
can't
you
use
an
these
In-N-Out
days.
fan?
I've never been to In-N-Out, unfortunately.
I'm moving to 52. I'm moving here. I'm flipping this card.
Jeez.
When at Sammy's location, discard this card to publicly reveal E. You may then ask Frank one free question.
Another one.
Love it.
Split personalities.
Oh, can you tell?
Whoa, that's our murderer.
You're telling me crazy, right?
Look at that
Triggered by the use of the word freak, manic, and unhinged, a clear psychotic.
guy. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get anything for that or no?
No. You just get to ask a free question. So ask Mr. Frankie something.
There you go. Oh, man. I would like to ask... I gotta reveal some of this stuff.
What number?
Who are you going to...
I would like to ask Frank about Dorothy.
Frank
about
Dorothy.
H.
All right.
About his mom. What could you learn from his mom? I'm gonna get this solved.
Man, this boy's a bit twisted.
So the only thing we don't have is
the best
Jay.
answer. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. This is the best answer.
I hate when he does that.
He's been very nice with being honest with us.
He lied to me once.
Yeah, he's done it. He's been honest every
the
time.
only time. You see how many times you guys have messed up over there? Like, it's 4 times you've made the wrong decision about the answers. I am helping you. That is the best answer, right? It's the best answer. It's by far the best answer. It's by far the best answer. I just love it. I wish I could read it out loud, but I can't. Hopefully, we'll be able to eventually. Unfortunately, Brian can't get
I have no money.
the bribe.
You realize the clue I wrote down here.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Is it truth?
Huh?
Was it truth? You
It
believe
was the best answer.
I don't even want to talk to him anymore.
Do you have any more actions left?
No, sir.
We have 3 days remaining.
This is a
3 days remaining.
This is a real problem.
I want to search the suspect over at E.
You're going to search E?
Yeah. I'm gonna check him out.
All right. That's Frankie boy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Here you go, sir.
I'm hoping it's J, and I keep on my track.
There's literally getting every single card
There's
that's
now
available.
so much to do here.
Yeah.
And on that same vein, you now have literally taken all of the information that can be taken from the top for yourself.
And I've revealed every person.
Every single person, along with all of these special mystery cards.
Wow.
Okay.
Very nicely done, sir.
All right, you can give me money at any time.
Neither of you have money, is the unfortunate part.
One of my favorite beers is now a disappointment.
Isn't that sad?
All right.
Ugh. And now you have to pay $26 for a beer every time.
And I will.
And you can only get it once a year.
And
they're really hard to
They're
get.
rare.
They're incredibly rare. Yes, the colors are very hard to find.
Really?
Seriously, they're very hard to find. I have to special order the colors. I didn't know purple was an option. I've had red, green, brown, and gold before. And I also have a special one in a black box that costs like $125. I mean, it didn't cost me anything, wife. I have not spent that much money.
Can we just start a
on
YouTube channel
bottle.
dedicated to like bourbons, beers, and
Yes, Bourbon County beers. Yeah, I have a friend who has a whole bunch of them. There's a Sam Adams beer that's in this really amazing, like almost genie-esque bottle, and it's like $400 to buy. And you just take a little sip of it at a time because the proof is like 100 or something.
I need to ask the question.
It's very yummy.
Of Frank to our boy Stuart. What's his name?
It's still really good though.
Yeah, Stuart.
But
I'm going to
it's
ask
not
Frank
Okay.
to Stuart.
You're asking Frank about the person who died. Okay. Okay, let me see here. There's some good stuff.
Can you hand me Frank's card? What is he triggered by?
the word
Freak?
freak.
Okay, right.
Why are you worried about that?
I'm just making sure I know what's going on.
Why are you checking what they're triggered by?
Can you tell me
Oh, what?
what do I know? What do I know? You can pay me at any time.
He
Just
doesn't
sit
have
here
any
and
money yet.
analyze what I got.
So this is the answer.
Okay, I believe you. I can't ask a question.
You sure can't ask that question. Sorry.
Oh! Dang! I knew it.
Sorry, you're not going to be allowed to ask that question. I mean, you could try again if you want. I do have 2 more hats sitting here.
I'll do it again.
So here's your first one.
Yep. Do it again.
Okay.
Do it again.
And now you can have the information.
All right.
Oh,
So for the record, I wasted 2 hats on that, but it was totally worth it for the joke. I love that mechanic of being able to stop them from asking a question.
this is such a cool game.
I also didn't think he was going to push it that hard.
You're gonna have to teach me how. You said you don't know that you like being this role though. You like being the Chisel.
I do love being the Chisel. Now, granted,
don't
I
like
haven't
looking at
played as
Frank's
a detective,
eyes.
but I'm not the smartest person in the world.
right.
So I don't know that I'd be really good at being a detective, but I still think it would be fun on the other side.
All right.
But I do love being the Chisel.
I'm gonna solve the case.
Really?
You can't do that till the beginning of your next turn.
Fudge.
Because you are out of turns.
Okay, go ahead. Go. Better do it. You got a turn.
All right, Jesse, what you got?
You got a turn.
What
He's
you got?
solving.
He thinks he's solving it, that's for
thinking I'm
sure.
solving.
Okay, I'm spending all 4 of mine on 1 scratch each, which is going to get me enough to buy 2 of your pieces of information.
Oh, very nice. Now, what pieces of information do you want to know from him? Because this is very important. This is vital. Because if you learn the wrong information, or if you waste it on something that's not that
I would
important.
like to know information piece C and information piece J.
Okay.
Okay.
C and J. Interesting.
Okay.
Those are definitely good pieces of information to know from what I've
C.
seen here.
Queen mask, a Halloween mask resembling a queen found on Dorothy Holmes.
Which probably goes with one particular person, you would imagine.
Probably goes with one of the boys that's triggered by Royal.
I would say Victoria.
Well, it
usually
belongs
one,
to
right?
who?
Dorothy, yeah. This is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Next piece of information. Kitchen knife. There was a small amount of blood on the handle found by Frank in the kitchen of the Holmes residence.
You know, people get blood on the knives handles all the time. I have multiple times cut myself chopping things. I think we've also mentioned that I'm maybe not the smartest person.
Who is Frank? Oh, I know who Frank is.
Frank is Frank.
So can I ask a question here, Moby? Why did you not want to see G and I?
Because he only had $4.
But why specifically those 2 pieces?
B was in between the split personalities that felt important, and this one seemed to. This is the last one you discovered, and it seemed to help you get to the point where you're ready to solve.
Well, we have 2 days left. I still want to try solving this.
Yeah, now technically there's no repercussions for solving it incorrectly.
Yeah.
If
the
you
first
miss it,
time.
you
which
miss
is
it, and then you keep
highly
playing.
likely going to happen.
Maybe. We'll sign. I want to see.
All right, so
I'm
you're
gonna
going.
see-
Whoa! You're going to write down your answer.
I did.
All right, and then you're going to pass it over to me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you whether or not you have anything correct or how many you have incorrect. Technically speaking, I have yet to even look at the correct answers.
But I know you're wrong.
Okay.
Oh,
This is so interesting.
All right, you, sir, have 1 correct. 1 correct out of 3.
Oh, man.
I do not have to tell you which one you have correct, but the good news is you only have 1 correct.
That's big.
Which means
That's
my
bad.
subterfuge has been glorious. Glorious subterfuge.
All right. I'm going to ask a question
Okay?
of D to J.
All right, so you're asking Victoria about the knife that we now all know about. Okay, let's see.
You're not at Victoria's.
I thought,
You are
yeah,
at
we
Victoria,
are.
yeah.
We're there.
There's so much stuff to do
Yeah,
here.
yeah, we're there. You need to use your hat on Victoria.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's very important, Brian, that
see
you
that?
keep in mind
I do see that.
that I have
I'm
always
the only one with a hard influence.
told you the truth, right? You remember this?
I haven't quite been hard on enough
I have
on
always
the suspects.
always told you the truth. And
Jesse has very supple hands. By the way.
I will continue to tell you
Yeah, but at least they don't use a bidet.
Oh my.
I should, actually.
Probably
should.
we all should.
Are you a bidet fan?
And they make portable bidets. Like literally.
What do we go?
What if we do a live stream where we add a Amazon gift affiliate link?
Wow.
And it's
that's a great idea.
for a bidet.
For a bidet.
And then we do an OnlyFans where Wes tries it.
The colloquia. What is it? Not colloquia. What's the thing with chickens and...
I don't know, man. Do you think he's telling the truth?
Cloaca.
I think West is playing a game with you where he always tells the truth. And that's the game he's playing with
It's
you.
possible.
Yeah.
I am chaotic neutral.
Being chaotic.
Just remember.
That has not been the case with me, because he likes messing with me.
I do.
He would not enjoy this game enough if he didn't lie to someone in it.
It's very true. Someone has to have the lies every now and again. But that's part of the fun.
By the way-
story is beautiful.
Veiled Fate,
Yeah?
2-player,
Yeah?
you gotta try it with me.
Really?
Veiled Fate 2-player is brilliant.
Is
That's
it?
a fun idea, yeah.
Austin says his favorite player counts are 7 and 2.
Really?
And I tried 2 for the first time.
Okay.
Game changes.
Gonna have to try that.
Game changes.
I'm gonna definitely have to try that.
So I tried asking Victoria about the knife. I wanted to see what
To
her
the point
thoughts were.
where I don't know that I would play it at any other player count.
Jesse literally doesn't
7
care
or
about
2.
my gameplay thoughts here.
Apparently he doesn't,
He's
Brian.
like, I don't care, Brian. Let's talk Veiled Fate, though.
I'm loving this game because I've already solved the mystery.
Oh!
I thought I had the mystery
it's
solved,
Not even close,
and I'm not sure. So I tried to ask Victoria a question about the murder weapon, potential murder weapon. I'm not positive if it is or not. Potentially could be, it could not be. I was wrong on all. I had
So
two
much.
wrong.
So much of it was wrong.
So do I ask Frank a question? Do I go back to Danny, whatever his name is? Or is he just not not helpful?
Sammy.
He's definitely Sammy. Is that his name, Sammy?
Sammy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here.
Yeah. So something is usually the right thing to do in most occasions.
Yeah, I
rather
feel like I
than
need
nothing.
to do something rather than nothing. I
Yeah.
prefer nothing.
And you do
if
actually
I do
have 3
nothing,
cubes.
I don't get nothing wrong.
I mean, this is true. You can't fail if you do nothing other than fail.
No. The idea is that you're never actually standing still in life. Judy didn't really talk about this. So like the idea is that you're never standing still. If you think you're standing still, you're falling backwards.
That's
You're
fair.
only either moving forward or declining.
And
if you have the perception that you're standing still,
you're declining.
you're declining.
All right.
So
You can't ever hold.
cannot ever hold.
If I leave,
Yeah.
I will only have one action available.
This is true. And you only have one more turn before the final
Yeah, so
guess.
moving anywhere is harmful. So I have to be smart about my decision.
Yeah,
paths
there's
here.
definitely no other places in here that you can search.
So I'm
For
gonna go.
sure. Definitely no other locations that
I'm
can
gonna
be searched.
ask. There probably is a ton, but I don't know where they're at. I'm gonna ask Sammy about G.
All right, so we're asking Sammy about G. All right, interesting. Okay. Now again, I just want to be very clear. I always tell you the truth, Brian.
Except for this one time.
It's always been true. I've never lied to you. I am going to make sure that I again continue with this whole scenario of telling the truth all the time to you. And always lying to Jesse. Except sometimes not. There you go. And normally I would be asking Jesse if he would like to snitch, but since he is broke, he's so baroque, he's baroque.
I don't like this answer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're positive that you want to do that? I mean, Brian, I've told you. I'm telling you the truth.
I hate this game.
If you fail this, I'm going to draw a smiley face on your earlobe.
Stop. Be nice.
I've been wanting to do it
It's
for
a
a while.
great answer, Brian. Come on now. It's a beautiful, amazing answer that has so much information in it.
It is a waste of a question. Yeah.
Is it going to be a waste of a hat, too?
No.
Are you sure? You don't want to use your hat? You have 4 over there. You have so many more hats.
It was a bad question.
Okay. All right, if you're sure.
All right, I'm going to ask Frank about
Okay.
G.
You're going to ask Frank about G.
For the record, I think there's one of these answers that's very useful. I see you hunting for them. I think it's the right play.
I'm not finding it.
I understand. But I'm saying, there's 3 different people to ask about 3 different things.
Yeah.
And so that the math here is hard, but I think some of these tie together right. I also don't know the answer, but
okay, again, Brian. I always tell you the truth.
Stop gaslighting me.
Hey, I saved you a hat.
No. It's not gaslighting if he really does always tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. If he sometimes lies to you, but tells you that he always tells you the truth, then it's gaslighting.
All right.
Is it gaslighting if I'm saying
truth.
I always tell you the truth, but I'm telling it from the perspective of the person?
Well, that might be, because the person might be a gaslighter.
Right, it's true.
Okay, I wonder...
So far, 2 for 2 on telling the truth. At least from Brian's perspective. It's great. I'm loving that.
For the record, my coffee stain made a little fish.
Oh, I thought it was a ghost.
It could be a ghost,
fish.
but it could also be a fish.
Could also be a fish. It's a cute fish. Is that one of the goldfish you were screaming at?
I lost my voice.
I have another thing.
I'm very committed to a joke.
Yes, very much so.
I have one more question. Ask. Let's do a throwaway. Eat F.
A throwaway question.
Eat F. Throwaway.
And
it might crack the case.
Man. So asking Frank about Miss Taylor. Okay.
The frustrating part is my pathways have revealed information for him. His pathways have not.
Kind of, because you started running away.
I gave you Frank, I gave you Victoria.
Yes.
You found all the items.
Yeah. I still have 2 items you don't know about.
I know.
And I keep staring at them looking for any type of help.
Okay. There you go, Brian.
Did she tell the truth?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Yep. That sounds about right.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it for me.
Okay, I'm going to pay you $4 more.
Come on, my guy.
I want your last items.
They're not very good.
An invitation from Dorothy A. Holmes, a movie director at MGM, to her Halloween party held at her home. Found at the Stewart residence in 35. Okay?
Not very good.
Roman sword. Well-made replica of a Roman soldier's sword that is incredibly sharp. Found on Ramona Taylor.
So, Jesse, just so that you know, you could have moved, got a kickback, and then analyzed, and you would still have 1 left over.
How?
Oh, but no, then you would have to move back. Yeah, never mind.
How?
So you can kick back by going to one of the mob locations, and you'll get 3 money.
Oh. No.
But yeah, so you're good.
Man.
All right, so you learned about the Roman sword, and you also learned about the invitation to the amazing party.
Those were not... I didn't even know those.
Yeah, you already kind of knew the information.
And one of them you knew about because we looked at it today.
Yeah. The Roman sword. Ha ha!
So those are not useful to me specifically because they're kind of just things that reveal things.
Right. But they are beautiful herrings.
Are they herrings?
That's my action.
Okay.
Your play. You can't try
gentlemen.
to solve.
Huh? No, I can't try to solve.
No. You already did it. I could technically try to solve
You
on my
could try
turn.
to serve on your turn, and
I might as well.
You might as well because there's no repercussions for trying.
And I'm in a spot where I don't know where I got wrong.
Mm-hmm. But you got one thing right.
Yeah, but that's
1 out of 3 is great. It's a good start.
I have no idea where I'm wrong.
It's usually good for a private eye to figure out where you're wrong so that you can make the right answers happen when you do make the guess. So, where do you want to start in your path towards finding the correct information? Because there, like I said, definitely some things that you can still do.
Where are my potential motives? I see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't realize it was a motive list. Oh. That's what I got wrong. You jerk. You didn't tell me about the freaking motive list.
I mean, it is on the back of your book. So, yeah. Choose one of those things. But you still have 4 moves or choices to make before you really need to figure that out anyway. It's one of the best parts about this is trying to figure out each individual piece. And for the record, the epilogue is magnificent.
I made a guess that I do not think is right, but it at least cancels out other suspicions. That's my target. My guess is designed to get me information, not to be accurate.
Not to be accurate. Got it.
Well,
if it turns out to be right, that would be very fun.
to 31.
You're going to move to 31. Okay.
I'm going to search this location.
Great. Searching 31. Out of all...
It's our channel sponsor.
Searching Paramount. Yeah, coming to you from Paramount Entertainment, a subscription service I literally didn't know existed. Maybe it's not worth it. It's
Paramount Plus.
It's probably $13 beer. Not like Disney, which is definitely $26 beer.
Yeah, but Paramount King's Dominion, for the record, I'm from Virginia. Paramount King's Dominion, amazing.
Not as good as...
Not as good as Disney, but it also doesn't cost as much.
No. Cedar.
Oh, yeah. Cedar Point is amazing.
One of the best,
That's true.
if not the best, thrills parks I've ever been to.
That's fair.
Also proposed to Shira at it.
Oh,
very sweet.
That's very sweet, yes.
It's
And it also has the absolute best roller coasters in the country.
It's awesome. Yeah, Shira and I are going to probably
Point's
get a year
amazing.
pass to it.
Yeah, you should get one of those season passes where like you can bring your best friend with you.
I don't know if Chris is available.
You son. So mean.
Would you go? Would you go on rides?
Of course.
Yeah, you're a rides guy?
I love rides. Rides
Take
are my
me up
favorite.
to move me to 28.
You know what we should
28?
do? We should do a team trip.
should do a
Evan,
team
you,
trip.
me, Shira, up there for a day.
Won't fit in any rides.
I understand, but we should do one.
We should. I would love that. 28, you said?
Yeah.
Are you going to search 28?
Yeah.
You know, we're
shouldn't do
thinking
that.
about bringing you
Should
and
I do
Evan
that?
to...
You shouldn't do that. It's too late. You already did it, but there you go.
We're thinking about trying to bring you and Evan to Ecuador for a few days this year.
That would be super fun.
As another team bonding thing.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I think you should spend the money that you would send to take me to Ecuador to send me to Japan for the Game Market Expo.
I hear what you're
Have I
saying.
already searched 28?
No.
Or where
Shira and I
we at?
already have to be in Ecuador.
Uh-huh.
And we think it'd be really cool to go like on a 3-day trip through the Amazon or
It
something.
would
With
Why'd be super
why'd
fun.
you
I
give me
would
that
love that.
card?
Because there's nothing there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done.
So we did technically search 28, so I guess this is what you would have received had you gotten that information, but it
My
has
guess.
already expired. Oh my
Oh, it's because
goodness.
I did this. I just can't see the board.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this girl was on 28. I should have.
Do you want to do one other thing?
You can do one other thing. Go
I'm
ahead.
totally cool with you doing one other thing. You could have known that.
No, I'm just gonna go with my guess.
You're good?
Yeah, my final guess.
Okay, well, wait.
We're
You
not
don't
there
get
yet.
to do a final guess yet.
No, I'm done. We'll take that. I failed.
Okay. Jesse, you, for your last turn, when you're beginning your last turn, you currently, as of the beginning of this turn, you have only one correct part of that 3 equation. Yeah, definitely only have one right.
Okay.
So hold on. You just showed him this for your free thing,
Yeah.
and you weren't right. You had one.
Yeah.
So now you feel like me, because you had it.
But
No, I didn't. I said I didn't. I didn't think I had it.
He claimed he was trying to get information out of the way, saying like this can't be right. But
Yep.
this was also the way of him saying I'm not. I probably don't have it right, so I want to look good.
No.
No.
That wasn't what it was.
Was it?
I needed information on one specific thing,
Fair.
so that I didn't have to chase roots this term.
Oh, I see. Okay. Did that help with the answer that I gave you, just having one right?
Can I see what you guessed?
I think so. No, you can't see what I guessed.
Well, I've already written down my answer.
but I haven't seen your answer either.
All right. I just want to know.
Well, you'll know
I
at
just
the
wanna
beginning of
know.
your next
I just wanna
turn.
know. Come on.
This is really hard.
It is really hard.
So let's just talk about random stuff while he's thinking about his turn.
Yeah, he thinks a lot.
You know.
It's difficult for ducks to think so much.
So, have you
actually seen the new Top Gun movie?
Of course.
Yeah, was it
loved
good?
It. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when they did the Val Kilmer part, did they do a voiceover for Val Kilmer? No, it was actually him with the trachea
He
tube?
didn't speak much, but it was pretty bad. I feel like if I remember right, that they didn't do any kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was a good scene for Val. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Val Kilmer's one of my favorite actors.
I'm going to move to 17.
Tom Cruise is my favorite actor overall.
No, I've got to stay here.
That's awesome.
I would like to ask Victoria.
Oh, why are you bothering the Queen?
I would like to ask Frank.
Oh, Frank. He's very mean.
About
Are you sure?
Dorothy.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
I'd like to ask Frank about Dorothy.
Well, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, you can't ask that question.
Okay. I would like to ask Victoria about Dorothy, and I'm using my hat.
Okay. I mean, fine. If that's the way you're going to be.
I thought you were going to forget, Mike.
I needed him to get rid of my hat first.
I also like that maybe it's a ruse that I'm pushing you on, which I think is also really exciting. So I gave him the information. But yeah, anyway, Val Kilmer,
So you
super
haven't
great
seen
actor.
it, though?
I have not seen it yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to watching it.
So they played a lot of homages to the first movie.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the first Top Gun, I recommend watching it.
It's a
Not
great
necessarily needed, but they do a lot of cool flashbacks or like...
Did they play beach volleyball?
No.
Really?
No. They played something else.
That scene was actually not originally in the movie, and they put it in the movie.
I would like to ask Frank.
Wait, hold on. I want to see the answer.
Oh, that's right. He has so much money now because you paid him like
I want to know what's going on.
I don't like that as much.
Yeah, right?
I would like to ask Frank about the mask.
Frank about the mask.
E
All
about
right.
C.
And this was about what, did you ask?
I asked Victoria about Dorothy.
The mom.
Are you just perpetually keeping that there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I
got two more bribes.
Can I have it back?
Yeah.
Thanks.
That was very important information.
Was it?
Yeah.
Good. Glad you got the important information you needed.
Yeah, that was super important.
Are you for sure? I mean...
He's changing answers.
Yeah.
He told me he'd written it down.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently that was vital information you just received, Jesse. Interesting.
And now what are you doing? You're asking Frank about who?
About the mask.
This seems less exciting. How many questions do you have left? Do you have one?
One.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely bribe this one.
I mean, technically you're supposed to turn it over.
I told him I was going to do it.
Yeah.
I asked if he was doing it for all of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing anything with this one? Like a hat?
You're not allowed to get that information. So you have to give it back to me.
Me?
Yep.
Why?
Because I blocked your snitch.
Well, I'm going to goon you.
That's not how that goon works.
How'd you block my snitch?
So I can block snitches, and I can...
Why are you trying... Is this bias here?
No.
You're helping him?
I don't know why you didn't block the last piece of information.
Because this is way more entertaining.
Oh. Because you had a hat left.
That's right. I had one hat left. I had to use them all. It's good. You both are also assuming that what you received was correct information.
No, it had to be.
The first
Did it?
one had to.
The first one had to be.
This one didn't.
The second one didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it anyways.
It's true. It was great information, though.
Was it good? That was the one that was least exciting to me. The mask.
It's fair.
I think you should have blocked.
I would
this
like to
next one.
ask B about E.
B about E. All right, so you are asking Sammy about... Sammy about Frank. That's a great question.
Yeah, I agree.
This game's awesome.
I agree. I want to know.
Isn't this game awesome?
I'm a little frustrated because I don't look.
I can't see anything. Is this game not awesome, though?
There you go. There's your information. You shouldn't ask people about themselves. Or parts of themselves. You might not like the answer.
I'd like to challenge it.
Are you sure? Really? Jesse Anderson, you believe that I would tell you something that's a fib?
No, but it's unconsequential for me to challenge it at this point. It's my last action.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely the correct information.
I thought it was, but it's still inconsequential.
Yeah, smart play.
Don't forget to flip over a stress. You're still stressing out about it.
I don't want to give the game what I think the game is doing. I think the game is playing into
the stereotype of
the multi-personality murderer.
Yeah.
And yet is the person who has multiple personalities, even if they were the wielder of the weapon, the guilty party.
Such an interesting information.
All right, well, you write your answer down
but don't
and we'll
forget,
talk about it.
Sammy is Victoria, Frank is Victoria, Victoria is Sammy.
So we have to do our final guess.
So regardless of which one, they're all the same person according to the game.
I've already got mine down. I don't think I can do anything else.
All right.
Your second question threw me for a loop.
So, for the record, Brian, if you get this correct, you win because you get to answer the question first. So if all of yours are correct, you beat Jesse. But if you're wrong, then Jesse has a chance to steal the victory from your maw. It's a great word, maw. Just in case you don't know, maw is it's like open mouth, like you know. Telling you, the Chisel is so much fun to play. I imagine playing from the detective's perspective is also really interesting. Again, I'm not the smartest person playing at this table.
I am going to choose...
But let me tell you, I love the Chisel.
The most obvious answer.
Yeah?
Because it might be right.
Okay.
I have a different guess. And I will let the audience know if my different guess was right, even if I lose the game.
You need to write down your different guess on the back of the card.
I'm going to write it down here.
Okay. This is so exciting for me. It really is, like... I can't say that...
So I've gone through multiple iterations
iterations.
And
this is your final iteration?
I'm not happy with it, but based on the fact that I got one right, and there's two of the things I got wrong, or right, or wrong, whatever. Two of the things last time, I couldn't believe that they weren't right.
Okay.
So I'm doubling down. I changed a weapon. Mm-hmm. And the motive.
Mm-hmm.
What weapon did you change?
You'll find out when I'm wrong here, because I know I'm wrong.
You went from the knife to the sword?
I did. Because...
You got 0 correct.
Oh!
Wow!
Oh!
So that means the only thing I had right was the knife. The first time.
My guess, West,
all right,
was Frank with the knife because of a mental disorder.
Well, that's what I was going to have guessed.
The straight up guess. The straight up guess.
Yeah.
You got 1 correct.
My alternative guess was Dorothy with the knife because of jealousy.
Dorothy with the knife because of jealousy. You got 2 correct.
I would have done
The motive is wrong?
The motive is wrong.
Mental, is it mental? No, it's not mental. I didn't know the motive. I had no sense of the motive. Read the story!
Okay, you're going
Oh my gosh!
So the one that I said was very interesting that I bribed, it said Dorothy was there. I'm like, oh my god, that changes the thing.
So I thought, I was pretty confident on Dorothy. I went with the obvious guess here because I knew I didn't know enough to do... I knew I didn't know enough to do something creative.
Yeah.
But because I didn't know the motive at all. I had no sense of the motive. I went with jealousy because Frank specifically, who seems like the most likely attacker, was the one that would have been triggered. But the one that's triggered by by Majesty, is Victoria. Triggered by the word Majesty.
Well, let me read the epilogue. Things were looking up for old Clark Stewart. Hot off the heels of Dancer for Hire, his breakout musical success, all the majors were eager to place him in front and center in their next big project, especially Dorothy Holmes, Hollywood's only female director. The proof was in the invitation to her Halloween party. The annual Holmes Halloween Bash was one of the benchmarks for stars of ascent in Hollywood. Being invited was an official stamp of approval that you had made it. No invitation was a public rebuke that you weren't desired, you weren't special, and you weren't successful enough. I'm on my way, Clark thought to himself as he decided to bring Ramona Taylor along with him, the wannabe starlet he used for arm candy at industry shindigs like this. Ramona, for her part, was over the moon. If she could rub the right shoulders at this party, and let's be honest, they were all the right shoulders, it could get her out of the prop department and in front of the camera where she belonged. After arriving at the party, she and Clark got into an argument, and he abandoned her to mingle amongst Hollywood's brightest. The elephant in the room at the Holmes Halloween Bash was Dorothy's troubled son, Sammy. His stints at both L.A. County Poor Farm and L.A. County's General Hospital ward were common knowledge.
Is he where you went?
But no one knew what he had been treated for exactly. Partygoers tolerated his irritating interruptions and requests for autographs. They even looked the other way when he put dresses on and began talking in that horrid English accent, insisting on being called Victoria. A small price to pay to be at the party. Being his first time to the bash, however, Clark didn't know about the elephant. When the dame in the queen mask and the sexy gown lured him away from the crowd to a secluded bedroom, he didn't give it a second thought. Sure, her voice seemed a bit odd, but his lucky day was about to get even luckier. And then Victoria took off her mask. Clark recoiled from the man in the gaudy makeup. What the hell? Get away from me, you freak!
Oh.
Yeah.
That is when Frank's cue came to emerge. Freak, huh? I'll show you, freaky golden boy! Frank was incredibly strong and smashed Clark's head up against the wall, knocking him out, whistling as he left the bedroom. He went down the hall to the kitchen, and he grabbed the largest knife that he could find, and he headed back to the bedroom to practice his tanning skills on a human being.
Yeah.
Then, when Dorothy, who had spotted her son leaving the kitchen with the knife, burst in, he just in time, as he was finishing carving an F into Frank's cheek, Majesty, she yelled, using the trigger word that would bring Victoria back. What is this madness? Victoria shrieked as she dropped the bloody knife. That's when Clark came to, rubbing his head. Dorothy quickly picked up the knife. Let me apologize for Sammy, Dorothy began, but Clark cut her off. Your son is insane! I'm going to tell everyone about this! You're done, and they're going to lock your freak son up as well forever! Frank snarled as he shoved Victoria aside in Sammy's crowded head. Call me a freak! One more time, you little piece of... He was cut short as Dorothy plunged the knife into Clark's gut. No one, especially this nobody, was going to jeopardize her career or threaten her son. She would do anything to keep that secret. Clark sunk to the floor dead. Color me all kinds of impressed, Dot, Frank said. He pulled the knife out of Clark. I didn't think you had the stones. It was at this point that Ramona, who had been looking for Clark, walked in and witnessed Frank licking blood off the knife. Fresh meat, Frank said as he moved to grab her. Dorothy used the trigger word for a second time as Victoria returned. She looked at Clark's body and the knife in her hand and promptly fainted. Ramona, in a state of shock, began to back away. Dorothy quickly slammed the door to the room and grabbed her by the arms. How would you like to become the biggest movie star Hollywood has ever seen? That got through to her. Dorothy dismissed the rest of the party guests and returned to the room. Together, she and Ramona cleaned up the mess and put Sammy, who was still unconscious, to bed. Dorothy cleaned the knife off and replaced it in the kitchen and then stuffed the queen mask inside her purse. She and Ramona loaded Clark into the back of Dorothy's car. They drove a short distance and dumped him in the tar pits, expecting that he would be fully submerged by the morning. She handed the sword to Ramona. Hide this as deeply as you can in your prop storage, and then come see me in the morning. We'll talk about your future in this town. And remember, dear, loose lips sink ships. Despite her charge to dispose of the evidence, she completely forgot about the queen mask buried in the bottom of her purse. Dorothy returned home and checked on her son, still sound asleep. No one will ever take you away from me, my darling. Never. She kissed him on the cheek, closed the door behind her, and sat down to go over tomorrow's shooting script. She did have a movie to make, after all.
Wow.
I was so close to so many things. What was your last guess?
So, the one that you found that I bribed mentioned that Dorothy was in the room. And that, my first guess was Frank, knife, and I didn't know about the frickin' motiveless, so I wrote something else. So that was a lost cause. But the fact that I got Frank and knife wrong shocked me.
It was Dorothy knife and an urge to protect.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any other answer there?
Urge to protect or to keep a secret.
Yeah.
Either one of those would have worked.
I had a hard time finding any clues that really put that story together.
We didn't question either Ramona or Dorothy enough.
We
both of them were
this guy.
very standoffish, and I think we allowed them to be so.
Mm-hmm. And I think our Chisel successfully made us believe him at times. We shouldn't have believed him. How many times did you lie to him?
Did you lie to him at all?
I think I lied to you twice the entire game.
Yeah.
Those last ones were all lies, for the record, Jesse.
Except for the one that you put the hat down.
Except for the one you put the hat down. Yeah, all the rest of them were lies.
Yeah. So I definitely think I messed up. Obviously not discussing this more. What was this clue? Just a herring? Did nothing?
It was a red herring, didn't do anything.
Yeah. I switched to the sword because of the F cut in the face and the guy's name being Frank. I was like, this has to be the guy.
I forgot about the F cut.
Yeah.
But the F cut was a red herring in its own
It
right.
was a red herring.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, the whole mental illness thing with switching personalities, number one, beautifully written into the story,
Well done.
being able to, those trigger words and stuff, fantastic.
Enough that I feel like I should have... The brilliant thing about this game is as you're reading that, I was thinking I could have found that out.
Yep.
I could have picked up on that.
Yep. It was amazing. I think one of the brilliant things that the Chisel did in this was tell you that Dorothy always tells the truth. And for the record, Dorothy always told the truth. She never lied. But you guys also didn't question her very often.
No.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. This is a good example as to why I love this game. And if we're not playing another version of it, like another chapter, I'm going to be very upset. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.